Growth bites.
Welcome back to the Growth Bites podcast. I'm Sheena. This is Brenda. And B, when was the last time you did something outside of your comfort zone?
My God. Well, like we were talking about earlier, I feel like we've been in our outside of our comfort zones for a long time now. But for me, I think the most recent thing was finally applying for school, getting all of that started, applying for FAFSA, finally getting accepted, and then continuing to make the moves to apply for my classes, get like certain supplies that I need and all of that. That is a big thing for me, although for some people it might not be. But for me, going back to school is intimidating.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
It's new and it's unfamiliar, right?
Yeah.
Which is
I'm scared.
the opposite of a comfort zone.
Yeah.
I think mine was more of like a moment, I would say. So I decided to book a trip to New York for my kids as a Christmas gift because Colorado don't know how to Colorado anymore, and it doesn't like get cold or snow. It didn't feel like Christmas here at all.
It's pretty much summer now.
Yeah. Like what are we doing?
It's 70 degrees outside right now.
Colorado forgot how to Colorado. So it was so nice. Like it was such a good trip. But when I and something was telling me to just book the trip. And what got in my head was, should I be booking a trip when I'm unemployed? Should I be spending that money? And then, and it was as soon as I booked it. So something drove me to book it. And then I booked it and all these thoughts started coming in. What if this? What if that? And my kids are like pros. Like they know how to travel. I've taken them by myself multiple times. We've been to Maui. Yeah. Their dad took them to Japan. Like they're pros. They know how to travel. But I was just, what if this? What if that? What if this? And I was like, hold up, like deep breath, activate my parasympathetic nervous system, calm it down, hold up. Because for a moment, I genuinely thought, is this my intuition telling me not to go?
Yeah.
Is my intuition coming in and being like, no, we shouldn't do this?
That's the hard part, is figuring out intuition versus just fear.
Right. Like, what am I feeling? What am I thinking?
Yeah.
So these thoughts are coming through. I take a deep breath and I'm like, hold up. My intuition is what was telling me. I have been journaling, which I'm sure we'll get into that too. But I started journaling. I've been doing it for about a year now. And in my journaling, this message was loud and clear. Book the trip, book the trip, book the trip. So I'm like, chill out. Like your intuition is telling you to go. You
gotta trust it.
I needed to expand my mind and I wanted to have this experience with my kids. And I'm so glad that we did it. It was so much fun. And it felt like Christmas. I mean, it was coldest. That's some different kind of cold.
I can't stand that cold. How cold was it?
Oh, I don't even know. I think the highest temp that it got to while we were there was like 20. Ugh. It was cold.
Oh my God.
But it felt like Christmas. It was like magical. And
I feel like that's the one time that is acceptable for it to be cold.
Yeah.
Is Christmas time.
Like it didn't even bother us because we were just, again, we were expanding our minds and like
doing something different. Getting outside of the regular days that you guys usually have.
And it's like, had I let those thoughts consume me, I would have missed out.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. So like comfort zones really could be the most expensive subscription that you're paying for and you didn't even know you signed up for that shit. Like you're like, why? I could have missed out on such a great Christmas memory with my kids.
Yeah.
Such a good trip. And being in New York specifically, it's such this like, it expands my mind in different ways. It's really inspiring. Just like the vibe there. There's just a whole frequency that's creative. The creative part of me just lights up when I'm there.
That's how I feel about California. I feel like the moment I get into California, I don't know what it is, but I just feel a connection towards everything. I feel like, oh my God, life is amazing. I can do anything.
It changes your perspective. It changes
everything.
Honestly, going to the mountains too. Like what is that? Genesee, when you're like right on that hill and then you just see the mountain range. Oh my gosh, everything in my mind, pretty. All the noise just like calms down.
See, I don't really get that feeling with the mountains. I get it with like the beach.
Oh yeah.
I'm not a huge
I'm not a water person. I am tied to the land. My Native American blood
See,
is
that's
like
a
we are
difference
in the
between us.
land.
You're
Like we're
mountain,
not.
I'm water.
Yeah, I can't do water. I don't. The ocean terrifies me. I like going to the beach, but I'm not getting in there. I like looking at the beach.
I
I
want to
like
be a mermaid and just
no.
wander off.
I don't know what's going on down there.
I want to see it. I want to see what's going on down
That's
there.
great. That is great. That is not a that is a true fear. That is not a perceived fear. So
Yeah, it is
part
scary.
of what was coming up for me with booking that trip and the neuroscience behind this is in your subconscious mind, a part of your subconscious mind is the amygdala. And the amygdala, its sole purpose is survival. So and it doesn't know the difference. Your conscious mind does, but it like your amygdala is activated when there is any perceived threat. So whether that's a pack of wolves coming to hunt your ass down or having an uncomfortable conversation with one of your coworkers, your amygdala, it's the same. And it activates that and it's like, whoa, girl, no. Let's just stay. Like
Yeah.
it's like, I want to start the business. I want to, take the leap. I want to. And the amygdala's like, no, girl, like, let's
stay here and be
it's so
cozy.
nice. Like, this is so nice. Like,
Yeah.
it's so familiar. We know exactly what's going to happen. It's like Groundhog's Day. It's
Every
amazing.
day. Yeah.
And it's like, nah, like, I'm too much of a dreamer to give into that.
It gets so boring.
It's
Also,
so boring.
how do you spell amygdala?
Amygdala.
Is it amygdala or amygdala?
Amygdala.
Amygdala.
Amygdala. But it's not just there are multiple networks though going on in your subconscious mind. It's not just the amygdala, but in talking about comfort zones.
Yeah.
So there's also like predictive processing, but your amygdala wants to predict it. It loves the prediction of like, oh, we're going to do the same thing.
It's like satisfying.
It is because it's like, we will not survive. We are not going to survive that uncomfortable conversation. We're going to die if we have it.
That's literally how it feels. It feels like your insides are just going to explode. Like that's how it feels. I remember having those feelings when I was super stuck in my comfort zone and I was like, I literally could not get the words and the actions out of my body.
Right.
I felt like I was going to die. Yeah.
That's what it is. It's the fight or flight or freeze.
Yeah.
Where you're just like, oh, I don't know I don't like this.
Yeah. And so I just started crying.
Oh, no. I mean, you got to get it out.
Right? I know. But I feel like that's a lot. That's just like how some people cope with it, especially if they're not able to get things out. They end up just crying when they feel that overwhelming of emotions and just like stress and being confronted with something hard. You just start crying.
Well, and I think another route that people take, and this is one that I took with my 20-year-long career, which is forcing positivity. And so you're forcing positivity. You're like, you know what? I just need to practice gratitude, which is powerful. Gratitude is powerful. So, you know, don't get it twisted. I'm not saying it's not. But when you're forcing positivity and you start saying like, well, you know, other people have it worse and everything happens for a reason. And I just need to stay positive, like good vibes only. Like, you know, when you're forcing it, you're avoiding the confrontation. You're avoiding the fear, really, because in order to be safe, there has to be fear to keep you safe from. There has to be a threat to keep you safe. Yeah. And so a lot of people, and I did this, it was like, I have to. So I had quit my job, the one that I was at for 16 and a half years. I quit. I didn't have anything lined up. I didn't care.
I know.
I was like,
you're like, I'm done.
Yeah. I have to go. Like, this is not feeding my soul. Yeah. Something's missing. And I feel, it does feel like Groundhog's Day and I don't want to feel like this anymore. Yeah. And I quit and my boss flew out to Denver and took me out to dinner, like wined and dined me.
That. Yeah.
And which I do I think he was sincere because I think he also, just like I was, and a lot of people are when they're in a career or job that they really don't want to be in, it is kind of the scarcity mindset. And so what he told me, he was just like, well, we're whining, we're dining. He's like, are you going to find another job that pays you this much and that gives you this much freedom? Like, you're going to have to start at the bottom and work your way back to where you're at. And the truth is, I was like, wow, I genuinely, sincerely saw it the same way.
Yeah.
Years later, in hindsight, I was like, that kind of sounded like an abusive relationship.
It is.
Like, who's going to love you?
Yeah.
Who's going to love you like I do?
Who's going to do everything for you? You're going to have to get to know someone all over again.
Yeah. And I was like,
let me get to know someone all over again. Bye.
But it was sincere. Like, he had every good intention. And then I remember he's like, so are we cheers our wine glasses. And he's like, are we cheersing to staying? And I'm just like, I let that belief of like, shit, I'm not going to be able to make this much money and have the freedom that I do.
Yeah.
I believe it. Yeah. I truly believe it for myself that I'm not going to be able to do this anywhere else. So I have to stay.
Yeah.
Even though there's something inside me screaming like, this is not for us. Right?
Yeah.
But another thing that so forcing positivity is like, it's good because it feels peaceful, and peace,
that's true,
is what grounds us. And so you feel a sense of peace because you're choosing positivity and you're choosing gratitude. Again, don't get it twisted. Those things are powerful, but when you're forcing it, it is avoidance. And it's almost like, it's like emotional spanks. Like, it looks real good. It's smoothing everything out.
You're giving yourself that like instant gratification.
And you feel good because you're like, damn, I look good. Yeah. But inside you're like, I can't breathe. And I'm so uncomfortable underneath.
It's just like what you're thinking about 24/7. But that's the
you're
thing.
So uncomfortable. You're like, but this is not comfortable. Looks good.
No.
Looks good. Kind of feels good. But it's not uncomfortable. And you're not facing that discomfort when you're forcing positivity.
Yeah.
When you know it's not right.
Yeah. Words definitely always have to have actions behind them.
Absolutely.
So if there's no actions behind it, you're kind of just saying stuff and being delusional.
I know. Gaslighting yourself into peace.
Yeah.
Yes. And so there is actual research. There is some neuroscience behind affirmations. There are ways that's part of rewiring your brain.
Yeah.
And rewiring your beliefs. And they work with action. Yeah. I have a client, actually, I just talked about this because my client loves to read books and is really good at like retaining knowledge. And it's like, well, knowledge, it can be power if it's applied.
Right.
You have to take action. So again, when you're reading the books, you're saying I'm positive and I'm grateful, but you're not actually facing.
You're not stepping out of your comfort zone to do different things.
You are stuck in your comfort zone.
Yeah, I can't. I feel I did that for a long time.
Same.
I was in my comfort zone in every aspect of my life. I stuck with like the comfortable job. I stuck with the comfortable relationship. I stuck with even just like as far as like clothing. I would stay in like my comfort zone of clothing and
like the way you dressed. Like
like the way I dressed, the way
you're
I
like, I'm not
did
feeling
my
this,
hair.
But
yeah, exactly. Like
status quo.
Yeah, the way that I would react to certain things, the conversations that I would have, everything was so surface level. And I feel like it takes something big to happen within someone or even just outside of their life to finally open their eyes and be like, what are you doing? You are wasting your life. And I feel like once you start to look at it in a way where it's like, okay, on my deathbed, am I going to be happy of my life?
Right.
Am I going to be proud of the choices I've made? Am I going to feel good about myself, about the way I treated others or about the way that I treated myself or any decisions that I've made.
Right.
And once you finally face that and you're able to like actually answer that for yourself, whether it's like, no, I'm not happy with those decisions, then that'll kind of give you the push to be like, well, let's change then.
Exactly.
But
Because
that's the hard part is
and
finally getting to that.
and that's the price. That's the cost.
Yeah.
That's the costly part of it.
You
The
have to
price
leave
you
everything
pay.
behind.
Well, and also the price you pay is regret,
Yeah.
right? Like I wish, why didn't I just do it?
Yeah.
You know, and to your point too, like part of the cost is you do in order to grow into and evolve into the next version of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You do have to let go of a piece of yourself. And that's also a comfort zone because it's almost like you have to mourn.
Yeah.
Like you die, like a piece,
literally
a part of you dies, right? Because it has to in order for the new version to really thrive. Letting go of that person is hard because you're like, it's all I know.
Yeah.
It's all that I know.
Yeah.
This is my identity and I have to say goodbye because I'm changing. And that's tough. It's uncomfortable to do that.
I know. And I feel like even though you grow and you do all of these things and progress and become this new person, you still look back and you still get a little like, there's still a little bit of sadness and like mourning and a little bit of grief because that is essentially what you go through is grief.
Yeah.
When you look back at your life and you're like, dang, but then you're proud of everything that you've accomplished and everything. Like I would not be the person that I am today if I didn't go through all the shit that I went through.
Yeah.
If I didn't cry as much as I did, if I didn't like regret things and wish that I had done things differently. But
it develops us again. We had talked about that. And I think the first episode is just like, you do have to exercise that muscle. You have to build the muscle. You have to build the foundation. So even though you're like, why did I stay in my comfort zone? I mean, for me, we're talking decades.
Well, when was the moment for you that it was like, this is the moment I have to let go of this right now?
Yeah, that's so crazy you asked me that because I just thought about this when I was driving the other day. Like, what set it off? I was in a relationship long after it had expired, and we'll probably get into some of that too at another time. But I did a speech for a women's network, Women in Leadership Summit event. And it was like, I don't even know, like thousands of people. I don't even know how many people. It was supposed to be in person. I had to do it. I had to record it because it was like still COVID-ish, you know? And I did this speech. And to be honest with you, I really think that like I channeled my higher self, and she came down and just wrote this whole speech.
Was that during or after the moment?
I was still married.
Okay.
I was still at my job. I was, bored out of my mind. And I was like, wow, like how cool that they're giving me this opportunity. And at first I was like,
it's scary.
Public speaking, like what?
I know. I'm scared of that.
And then I'm
too.
like, wait a second, that's exactly why I need to do it, right? Yeah. In my career, I was always willing to take the risk and I wanted change, and I knew I had to act to get the change and get uncomfortable. And that's what my whole speech is called. Growth does not come from comfort. So the whole thing is about that. But I did the speech, and since it was recorded, like I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to watch that. Like watch myself. And I was still married, and my ex-husband, he watched it with my daughter.
Oh.
And I was like, I don't want to see it. So I wasn't there, and it cost me a pretty magical moment. The moment still happened, so it's not like it devalues it. But he goes, you should have seen the way she looked at you.
Oh.
I know I'm going to get emotional.
Hulu.
But she was in awe. This is what he told me. He's like, she was like in awe of you, like watching you.
That makes me want to cry.
I know, it makes me really emotional. And I said, wow, like And of course, because I was uncomfortable of watching myself talk about being uncomfortable, talk like that's my speech was
Yeah. I don't know why I'm
discomfort.
crying right now.
Because it was
That's just like
powerful.
so touching. Like, well, I guess it's just like the whole mom and daughter thing. Like her being able to look up to you and know that like she's literally watching you grow.
Exactly.
That's the crazy part.
And that's what kind of kick-started the moment that I
Yeah.
knew I had to take action,
Yeah.
because everything in my speech I said with the utmost sincerity. And here's my daughter who's like, wow,
Oh,
like
so
this
cute.
powerful
Yeah.
speech that she doesn't know about corporate world.
I
She was like 8 years
know.
old at the time.
Yeah.
And she's just like, oh my God, my mom's dope as hell. And I, I, so then I watched it.
Hmm.
I finally watched it and I go, I am not living this.
Yeah.
Everything I'm saying is out of the utmost sincerity. I believe every single one of these words, and it came from me.
Right.
And like I said, I feel like I channeled my higher self. I feel like all my intuitive guides and, my spirit crew was with me when I wrote that.
Hmm.
And I had to watch it, and I had to miss out on watching my daughter watch it
Yeah.
to be like, I'm not living this.
Yeah.
It was that forced positivity, I was forcing myself.
Hmm.
And I'm like, but I'm not happy. I'm not growing. I feel stagnant. I
Yeah.
need to expand. I'm shrinking myself,
Yeah.
and I'm watching myself, and I'm like, oh my God, I need to take action. And that was the moment where I was like, I'm doing this. And because getting a divorce, it was kind of in the works for a few years.
Hmm.
But I was like, well, we could just wait a little bit longer
Yeah.
because I'm comfortable.
Yeah. Like there doesn't have to
Because,
be a rush or anything. We
yeah, and
can
I'm
do it
like,
slowly.
and the truth is, I was like, I'm going to be alone. Like, I genuinely thought I was going to be a cat lady forever.
Yeah.
And I was going to be alone, even though I'm like, I don't want a bunch of cats. So I'm going to actually be alone. But it was like, but I'm already alone.
Right.
I am alone in this relationship. I am alone
Like
in my
mentally.
career. Like,
Hmm.
yeah, like mentally, this comfort zone
Yeah.
is really, truly costing me the future that I want.
Right.
So I get divorced. It was why it was a very stark difference. I was out of my comfort zone,
Yeah.
but I still had my career. So the other thing I think is there's the forced positivity, but there's also the distraction. I
Distractions.
so I
Yeah.
kept with my career because then I didn't have to deal with my other shit. I didn't
Yeah.
have to deal with my marriage. And then I'm like,
Hmm.
okay, I'm dealing with my marriage.
Hmm.
Still kept my career going. I'm going into this new phase of life. And I'm like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but that's one of my mantras though, is that I don't know how, but I'm going to do it.
Yeah. We're going to figure it out
Once my
every
eyes
way.
are on the prize,
Hmm.
I am unstoppable.
Yeah.
It's just that the only prize I had was to lead an operations team.
Right.
That's all I had. And I accomplished that in my 30s.
Hmm.
And I became an executive before I was 40.
Yeah.
So it was like, check, check, check. Now what? I don't feel what I thought I was going to be feeling,
Yeah.
but it's a good distraction. I'm just going to keep it because it pays well. I'm financially free.
Hmm.
I have this comfort, that comfort, and it's distracting me from having to deal with facing myself, truly facing
Yeah.
myself.
Ugh, that's the hard part is
It's
really
tough.
facing yourself. And finally, just like instead of pointing the finger, you got to point it at yourself. Ugh,
Absolutely.
that's the
And
worst.
you're like, God, I'm so annoying. Like to
Yes.
sit with myself, like I am so annoying.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I don't like me.
Well, especially in those moments.
Yes.
You're not feeling your best self. You're not feeling confident. So literally just sitting in silence and thinking about only you. Ugh,
It's gross. But
horrible.
but the truth is again, the forced positivity, distracting yourself from actually dealing with it, that is not growth.
No.
Practicing gratitude, practicing positivity is helpful, but if you're not actually dealing with the root cause of all of this, if
Hmm.
you're not truly facing yourself, the parts you hate, that's the shadow work. Those parts that you don't want
Yeah.
the world to see. You don't really want to present yourself this way.
Yeah.
If you don't handle that, you can't grow, and you can't also gaslight yourself into saying I'm growing because I'm staying positive,
Yeah.
because it does not work. If you are
No,
in a stress response, you cannot heal.
you can't. And you can't
Period.
keep avoiding it, distracting yourself. It's kind of just like um getting out of a relationship. If you keep hopping from relationship to relationship, you're kind of just avoiding healing from the first relationship that you left anyways. So,
Right. Like, what did you learn?
right.
Like, let's sit back and be like,
What were my faults? What were theirs? Like, what could we have done better? Like, what
yeah,
can I grow? Like, what, how can I grow? What can I
right.
do?
And it's really asking yourself that. That's
Yeah.
exactly it. And because you can say I'm grateful, other people have it worse, and everything happens for a reason, and you can, those affirmations are good when you're growing,
Mm-hmm.
but you can't just slap the
No.
name, oh, now I'm enlightened because I'm doing these practices.
Yeah.
That's not all the work.
Right.
There's a lot more work to be
There's
done.
so much work.
And it, just as you have to get extremely clear about
Mm-hmm.
what it is that you want,
Mm-hmm.
and setting that vibration within yourself to match whatever it is that you want and to manifest that,
Mm-hmm.
you have to get just as clear on your fears.
Yeah. That's true.
So one of my clients was talking about, like, oh yeah, like I'm great, I'm doing great, I'm doing this, I'm doing, and the session was about self-sabotage,
Mm-hmm.
which, again, like the amygdala again is like,
Oh, self-sabotage is the worst.
it causes that.
God.
And it was like, well, no, like I'm reading all of these books, and like, yeah, I feel really good. All of this is happening and it's really awful, but but I'm staying positive. And I'm like, well, let's talk about those things. Oh no, it's
Yeah.
not a big deal. No, it's not. Like,
Right.
no, no, no. Like,
You got to face them.
what are those fears?
Yeah.
What are you truly afraid of?
Yeah.
When I look back with my career and with
Mm-hmm.
my marriage, I was afraid of being alone. I was afraid of losing everything.
Oh my God. I know.
I
That's
tied
so,
my worth to my productivity. I
yeah.
tied my value to my job title and my salary.
Yeah.
And when all of that was taken away and I was removed from that, it was like, well, who the hell am I?
Mm-hmm.
And it starts there. It starts with identity.
Yeah.
That then drives your thoughts, which drives your behaviors,
Yeah.
which it's it
Everything. It's all tied.
you have to know who the hell you are.
I know. And that's the thing is that people that kind of stick in their comfort zones, maybe they don't exactly know who they are yet or what they want or what they're looking for or any of that. So there's not really a clear idea. But once you kind of sit with that and maybe write down a list of,
Absolutely.
what you want your life to look like, even just the small things. What type of car do you want to drive? How do you want to present yourself? Like what type of clothing styles do you like? Like, do you want a dog? Do you want a cat? Like, do you want a fucking snake? I don't know. Like, even just small things like that, those are small steps to get you started. Where, like, if you were to make a decision and be like, okay, I'm going to change this up, I'm going to try this, then that builds your self esteem, that builds your confidence, because then at the end of it, you're like, wow, I did it.
Yeah.
I
And
did it.
you let, yeah, I think writing a list down, I mean, I love lists. I live off of
Yeah.
lists. I think that is such a good exercise to actually sit down and write, okay, what is it that I want? I
Mm-hmm.
also think with every single one of those, what am I afraid of?
Yeah.
What am I afraid of happening? And then also, what is the worst case scenario
For each of them.
for each of those? Worst case
Yeah.
scenario, I lose my job. And if you would have asked me 5 years ago, I would have said, if I lose my job, I'm going to be on the streets.
Right.
And
How am I going to pay anything? How am I going to do anything?
and here I am, and I've taken trips with my kids,
Yep.
and I'm expanding my mind, and I'm going through this huge transformation,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm away from everything that once defined me.
Right.
Right. And it's like, when you do that, that's when you tell the amygdala, we survived.
Yeah.
We will survive.
We will keep surviving through
Discomfort.
every struggle.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if it scares the shit out of you, do it. Again, I know you're down to jump out of a plane, and you should do that if you want to do that.
I really do. I want to.
I'm not down for that. When I say the ocean scares me, it's on a very cellular level. It's like another world down there. Like, I'm good. I'm not. That's not a fear that I care to overcome.
Yeah.
But it's also not a fear that's holding me back. Not going into
What
the
if
ocean
you could go in
and
like a submarine? You'd be completely protected.
No.
You wouldn't want to see like the Megdalon?
But no. The Megdalon?
Is that what it is? Megdalon? That humongous shark that is like the biggest shark ever.
You do?
I just want to see it. It's not going to eat me.
I'll see it online.
If I'm in a submarine,
it could.
How is it going to eat the submarine?
The submarine could implode. I mean, and you're in the ocean. I don't need to meet the Kraken. I'm good.
You know what? If I die like that, how cool. Brenda died by Jaws of the Megdalon.
I think it's Megalodon.
Megalodon, whatever it is.
I don't know, but I don't know. I mean, if that's how you want to go out, that's you. You go, girl. But that's not a fear that's holding me back. Not meeting the Kraken is not.
Yeah, it's not holding you.
Yeah, I'm still getting enlightened. So don't be reckless. I'm not saying be reckless. I'm not saying risk your life. But do something that makes you uncomfortable. Like, choose the thing that scares the shit out of you. I'm scared to go to school because what if I'm not a good student and I haven't done it?
Well, that's
exactly why you should do it.
In high school, I wasn't good at school. I wasn't. I would smoke weed all day. I would eat Cheetos. I was the worst student ever. I hated school so much with my whole heart. But I think there's also things that drew me to feeling that way because I had been bullied throughout. I didn't really have friends that I felt like I had like a close circle to. I didn't feel like I would fit in anywhere. I feel like if all those circumstances changed and I had more confidence in myself, I probably would have done good at school. So I think now that's kind of the change where I'm like, all right, I've gone through life. I'm more confident. I know I can do this. Like, if it's hard, I'm going to figure it out.
Absolutely. And confidence is the result, not the starting point.
Yeah. Yep.
It's not, you don't start with confidence. And you have, it's about the actions. You have to take action. Mm-hmm. And you can take bite-sized action. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because those small wins, like it's developing that habit, it's developing that behavior, and it's constantly reaffirming, I can do hard things.
Yeah.
I can conquer fear.
Yeah.
I will survive this.
Yeah.
That's what starts to rewire.
Yeah. I remember like there was a certain point where I didn't even want to go to the grocery store by myself.
Wow.
Yeah, like I didn't want to go to the grocery store by myself. I refused to go out anywhere by myself because I was so tied to that relationship.
You were in a relationship. You wanted him to go.
Yeah, I didn't want to go anywhere alone.
Oh, wow.
Like nowhere alone. I didn't want to do anything. I was extremely codependent. And
that's so strange because I don't know you that way.
I know. That's why it's like, I
can't even see you that way.
No, I know. It's so weird. But I remember like I wouldn't even like the reason that I stuck in that relationship so long. It's not that it was a bad relationship. I just truly wasn't myself.
Yeah.
And I had such a fear of sleeping alone. Like getting out of that relationship, I was like, no, I'm going to have to sleep alone. Like that's so weird. I don't want to do that. And that was like my fear at the time. So minuscule. But even being able to do that, now I don't want anyone else in my bed except Callie. I'm like, please give me the space. I don't want anyone next to me snoring. Sometimes Callie snores, but it's cute. So it's different. There's an article that says that men sleep better with their girlfriends in the bed. Girlfriends sleep better with their dogs in the bed.
I don't want anything in my bed. I had 4 dogs at one time, and I was just like, I remember sleeping was the worst because well,
that's a lot of dogs too.
That's a lot. I mean, but even just one dog and having someone there, it was like, ugh.
Oh,
like
yeah, that's a lot.
I'm hot.
Yeah.
I can't move.
Yeah.
If I feel if there's constraints in the sheets, in the bedding, I like freak.
I know. It was rough because when you are in a relationship, there's someone else and then there's also a dog. That's literally the worst. And usually the dog always wants to cuddle with the girl.
Or if your kid comes in too,
That too.
or when they make an H,
oh yeah,
your
that's the
dog
worst.
or your
I'm like,
kid.
dude, why get out of the way?
Yes, it's like,
Move.
I can't do this.
No, I can't.
I want to be
It's
by
too much.
myself.
Yeah.
But then when I've had the experience of being snuggled, I never liked to be snuggled. And then I found the best snuggler and it was like, oh, this is the best. So we had talked about that pillow. You know, you get that pillow or get the pillow with the arm around you.
Because
because then I'd be like, get off me.
I feel like I haven't had a good cuddle.
I've been snuggled real well. And it's surprisingly,
I know.
It's like, so nice. It surprised me how much I enjoyed it.
I remember feeling that.
And it's like
6 years ago.
But it's like, I will survive without that. I will sleep just fine without that. I will, it's one of those things that's not a reason to stay in something, in anything, in your career, in your relationship. Like if you feel like you're in Groundhog's Day, that you're stuck in a loop. Yeah. These loops happen because of our programming. You can absolutely upgrade that software, but it takes action. And the forced positivity ain't it.
No.
And distracting yourself ain't it.
No, the distractions are never it. But that's the thing too, is that some days are going to be the same.
Yeah.
It's just all about balance with everything in your life. You just have to be able to have some type of outlet where you are getting out of your comfort zone, where you are building yourself up, where you are building confidence. But then there's also going to be some days that feel like Groundhog Day. But as long as you have that, like, just that mindset, then I feel like everything feels good.
Yeah, when you've shifted yourself away from distraction and away from forced positivity.
Yeah.
And it's a lot more authentic. It doesn't feel like Groundhog Day.
No, it doesn't.
You might have a boring day. That doesn't mean that you're stuck.
Right. But most of the time I enjoy those boring days.
Sometimes they're nice. Like when it's gloomy out, when it's rainy and you're just like, I'm just going to chill here.
Yeah.
And eat and watch a movie.
Oh my God, I eat everything.
And put my comfy socks on. And, maybe open a window and smell that rain. And then you're like, shit, I didn't even see the light of day today. Did I speak today? Like, did I say any word?
That's how I feel sometimes. Most days, that's how I feel because I live alone. I'm literally just talking to Callie. And sometimes I don't...
Did I say anything?
I know. I'm like, wait, when someone calls me... Is this the
first time I spoke today?
Yeah, when someone calls me, I'm like, like, hello?
I had that happen the other day because we're both battling.
Oh my God, being
whatever.
Everyone's gotten this damn cold.
Yeah, it's wild.
Everyone around me
flu,
has gotten this cold.
Whatever it is.
Yeah,
and it's like hanging around. But somebody called me and was like, "Wow, are you still really sick?" And I'm like, "No, this is just the first time I spoke." And they're like, "Did you just wake up?" I'm like, "No, I just haven't spoken today. Like, I'm just by myself."
That's the worst.
It's so you might have, a boring day does not equate to Groundhog's Day.
No.
When you're stuck in a loop. When you're stuck in general and you're like, I'm reading the books, I'm staying positive, I'm practicing gratitude, I'm doing, all of those things, but you're not facing it and you're not taking the action to really get clear about what's holding you back.
Right.
And it's so... shadow work is wildly uncomfortable.
It's really honestly so I just want to crawl back in. Just leave me in my little hole, please.
I don't want to sit with myself and think about it and face this and see how annoying I really am.
But then you completely transform. Like the person that exists outside, once you get past that comfort zone spot or whatever it is that is holding you back, oh my God, it's like magical. A breath of fresh air. You're it's like, damn, wild. This is who I was meant to be this whole time.
Yes, and then that when you are meeting that, because we are just energetic life forces. We're, these are our vessels. Yes, take care of your vessel.
Yeah.
But if your priority is just your vessel and you're not doing that inner work and you're not you're still, you could go do all the things to celebrate your appearance or whatever, and but
Yeah.
you still got to do that work. Like you still got to, again, you can't slap some Spanx on and be you're not going to keep Spanx on forever because that shit is
No,
uncomfortable.
you can't put your Skims on and be like, oh, yeah, I look good. Like, no, it's actually just like, yeah,
I
you
mean,
work
you
out,
do.
you
Yeah.
eat good, you
No,
do
you
all these
look great.
things, but like inside, how do you feel?
Exactly.
How do you feel
It's
when
like, get this
someone,
shit off.
well, I feel like I notice that a lot that people are great at working out, people are so disciplined with what they eat, but they've either never gone to therapy or they've never like listened to, I don't know, some type of podcast or book or something that's opened their minds to something different. So I feel like they end up being, I don't know, kind of stuck in this loop
It's the loop.
mentally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you stay and you will stay there.
Yeah. And it'll be the same reactions to the same things.
Yes.
If someone brings you like a problem or something where they're like, oh, I feel like this could be a little bit better, you're always going to feel attacked. You're always going to
That's
feel defensive.
so the avoidance, that's exactly right. The avoidance creates defensive behavior,
Yeah.
passive aggressive
Oh,
behavior.
you're describing my whole dating history.
But it's true. Like if you really truly avoid it, you try to distract yourself, you try to force the positivity, and you're like, I'm going to avoid this.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, it will explode
Right.
at some point. It is
Mhm.
not sustainable.
Yeah.
So not only are you stuck in this loop and you're like, oh my God, I have to get out of this,
Mhm.
but you might explode on somebody, or you might, and that happened to me as well.
Yeah.
Um, because you're holding it in and you're avoiding it. And like,
Mhm.
it's simply not sustainable, but it could also turn you into somebody who complains all the time
Who
and
holds resentment?
holds resentment
Yeah.
and will hold a grudge.
Mhm.
And, I'm not good. Somebody actually told me like, yeah, I don't want to look at that person's Instagram because they're doing this, they're doing that. And it's like, so you're going to passive aggressively
Yeah.
just not look at their Instagram because
Right.
of the way that you're feeling.
Yeah.
But first of all, why are you feeling that? In this case, like this person needed to set a boundary with that person. But so maybe you need to set the boundary.
Boundaries.
But
Yeah.
that's uncomfortable. People don't want to set the boundary because
Boundaries are hard.
you don't want to hurt somebody's
Yeah.
feelings. You don't want to hurt somebody else in any way.
Yeah.
And so you avoid and slap positivity and be like, I'm grown. No, no,
Yeah.
no. Growth does not happen
Yeah.
that way.
Or people saying like it is what it is.
That
That's
too, settling.
I do like I feel like I say it is what it is, but to certain things where I'm like that's out of my control. I'm not going to give it
Yes.
my energy. It
That's
is what it
different.
is. But
Well,
if you're just saying it is what it is to every little thing, like damn, you
you're
should
settling.
yeah, you're settling, you're choosing to not move past that thing that you're saying it is what it is to. Like just there's just so many different things. Like just confront that shit for 5 minutes. You're gonna feel so much better. Move on. It's just 5 minutes out of your life.
Well, that's the thing. Like if you think about the hardships of your life,
Mm-hmm.
putting aside even an hour of discomfort is,
Yeah.
and I say this in my speech, it is a drop in the bucket
Literally.
of hard things.
Right.
And
Mhm.
and the thing is, again, the cost. It can cost you a lot. It can be extremely expensive if
Yeah.
you don't take that 5-minute discomfort investment.
Right.
It could turn into years
So many years of missed opportunities.
of being passive aggressive, being defensive.
Ugh. Even
Like,
just being like, oh, I'm not gonna be vulnerable for this second. I'm not gonna say this one sentence. Just because I'm scared of rejection, I'm scared of being vulnerable. Just say it. You don't know what's
say
gonna
it.
come out of it. At that point,
Exactly.
you're not even giving that other person or the other situation the opportunity. You're
To
just
meet
choosing
you,
to be like, oh yeah, that's not gonna happen.
and they might meet you right
They might
there.
exactly.
They might be in full alignment with you,
Yeah.
and you missed out on that.
Right. And if not, then you also missed out on an opportunity of figuring out where you stand
Yes.
with that person or that situation.
Yes,
It could,
absolutely.
it's literally just like, it's holding you back. in this little circle.
I know. And I mean, I did it. And I was never afraid in my career to speak up. I was never afraid to have the uncomfortable conversations. It was something I had to learn for sure. Like I was pretty fearless in my career, which also created this illusion of I'm growing, I'm evolving. Really, it was more that like I was using that to distract from actually doing the work on myself.
Right. Yep.
But never again.
No, we will never. Oh my God, I can't even imagine doing that ever again.
No.
But that's how we got here.
Exactly.
That's how we got here.
That's how we got here. And so I would absolutely recommend the list. So make your list, make that list of exactly who it is you want to be, what you want for your life, what you want for a relationship, what you want for a career, what you want to be experiencing, kind of vision boarding.
Yeah.
Then also apply all the fears behind that. Because some people actually have a fear of success as well.
Yeah, because they don't know what type of life that's going to lead them to, or what type of people, or whatever it may be. But I remember in like the beginning of my therapy, she had me make kind of like a column, and it would be like, okay, I want to be this type of person. This is the change that I want to make. What step do I have to take to get me a step closer to that? What is the worst thing that could happen?
Absolutely.
So just making those like 3 column, like table charts or whatever they're called, so you can just like visually see it. Because once you visually see it, you'll realize that it's not that big.
It's really
You're making it bigger in your brain.
Well, and the thing is that's where your subconscious mind comes in. Like I said, there's multiple networks and some of them are automated. They're running automations. There's the predictive processing. There's the keeping us alive and completely avoiding fear at all costs. All of these things are working together, but that's your subconscious mind. You need to consciously say, whoa, hold up. I'm doing it again. Here I go. I'm self-sabotaging again. I'm doing it again. Hold on. What's the worst case scenario? I can survive that. This is what I would do next. And guess what? The worst case scenario probably isn't what's even going to happen.
No.
But you won't know until you've taken the action. So it's like, go ahead and try to predict the outcome. That's totally fine because that will keep you aware of that's what's holding me back. But no, going into your actions, you can't predict.
No.
You have no idea what's going to happen. So do it. See what happens. Be curious. Experiment. So absolutely. So let's make that list. Also,
check it twice.
But make it part of like a ritualize. Ritualize that stuff. Get really familiar with it. Because again, that familiarity to the unfamiliar is going to rewire your brain. So make that list, check it twice. I also I think do the thing. Do something that scares you. What scares you the most? Do that.
Even if it's just like trying a new class. Go to lunch by yourself.
Oh my gosh, the float tank. I'm
so excited about that.
The floating, what do you call it? A float tank?
A float tank.
Oh, okay. I'm, again, not a water person. I'm like, wait, I'm going to just be floating in water.
Floating.
And it freaks me out. Okay, so this is my compromise. I'm not going into the ocean, but I will go into a float tank because I want to expand my mind, because I want to isolate and get rid of all the noise. Like you're really truly like,
dude, it's amazing.
And I want to do that to expand my mind. And it does, there is a fear of
being trapped in there. The lights are off.
Yes.
I was terrified at first.
Yeah, it sounds scary.
Yeah.
That's why I'm going to do it.
Well, and also I was thinking literally when I got into the float tank and I closed it, immediately Final Destination came into my mind. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to be stuck in here forever.
Death comes by, locks it up.
Yeah, pretty much. So that's literally my first thought. But then I started just like finally sinking into it. And I was like, okay, And then I just had a whole like hallucination. I fucking flew into the sky pretty
I
much.
know it was in that's what
It
I'm
was
like, I
great.
want to connect. I want to, I really want to heighten my intuition. And so I think that this is something that maybe that can help. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
But it does, I'm a little apprehensive about it, but I'm like, that's exactly why I should do it.
Yeah.
Like, that's the exact reason I should do it.
Yeah.
And the Kraken won't be there. And hopefully I don't go off into some
No.
ocean.
We should take a gummy before.
Okay, I know, that's getting a little crazy.
No. Maybe just like half of it. But like I feel like that would be a great place to take a gummy.
Do you? Okay.
Yes. Now that I'm looking back at it, I'm like, damn, why didn't I take a gummy? Because it's giving you
Yeah, because you release inhibitions, I think, when you
Yeah. Oh my god, we
with the
should do it.
gummy.
Let us know if you want us to record this.
Oh,
This would be a fun little growth bites outing.
oh, I'm down. I'm so down.
That would
So
be fun.
make that list and do something
Yes.
that you are afraid of, and tell us in the comments below what you did, how it felt, and maybe put some ideas out there for other people too, because sometimes people, we were talking about this earlier, when I was in the noise of corporate and the distraction and all that, like it also caused like some pretty serious decision fatigue for me, where I'm like, I don't want to think anymore. I just had to think and be responsible for 50 other people for the last 8 to 10 hours. I don't want to make any more decisions. I don't want to think. I don't like, and that's the stuff that like, you might just need some inspiration. You might just need someone to be like, well, what about this? What about this? What about this? And
so,
you
have to be open to it.
Yes.
Because if someone comes in with this energy and then you're not really like, you're like, no, I'm like, I don't want to do that.
Yes.
Then you're not giving yourself the opportunity.
Right. Because you might love pineapple on pizza.
Love it. You might love pineapple on pizza. You might love roller coasters. You might love the megalodon that is under the fucking shark that is
nobody's gonna love that.
I don't know. I think it would be really cool to see it up close and personal. But I also love dinosaurs. I would love to see a dinosaur
too. Dinosaurs are on land. I don't need to see anything in the ocean.
Not all dinosaurs.
Yeah. Oh my god.
There's dinosaurs in the ocean.
The scariest dinosaur I've ever seen was on that new Jurassic Park.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet. I need to see it.
No.
I haven't seen it yet.
Well, it's newer. I don't know which one, because now there's like a billion of them. But
I know.
There's the water one.
Oh,
no, thank you.
It's probably cool though. Imagine being that.
Okay, well, being it's a lot different. I want to be a
dinosaur.
Yeah, like being at the top of the food chain, but I'm not. I'm bite-sized. For not even a dinosaur. I'm just bite-sized in general. I don't need that.
I don't know, but what are those dinosaurs called that they're like, they run really fast? They go like this, and they're on 2 legs, and then they have these small arms, and what are those fucking dinosaurs?
Raptors?
Yes, raptors.
Oh, okay.
Those are cool.
They're all dope. They're going to kill you.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I could be a raptor.
Oh, you want to be a raptor? Yeah, I'll be a raptor.
Would be cool.
Yeah, I don't think do they have feelings?
They have to, right?
Or are they just like kill?
They have to have feelings. Every animal has feelings.
They might be homicidal maniacs.
They want to find love at some point. They want to find a partner.
Do they?
A buddy to kill with.
Oh, okay.
Like Joker and...
yeah, let's be kill buddies.
Yeah.
Okay, little raptors. Kill. But as long as you're with your friends, it's all good.
You're having fun when you're with your friends. Whatever.
All right. Make the list. Tell us in the comments. Send some ideas out there. Let us know what terrifies you.
Yeah. Or let us know what you want us to do.
Oh yeah, we're down.
I'm down.
We are open-minded.
Yeah. I'm always down to do something different. So if you've done something that recently you're like, oh my God, this has been like the best eye-opening experience. I was scared of this. Let us know. Maybe we'll try it.
We'll probably try it.
I'm down. We could do a comfort zone series. That would be cool.
But if we're going to do like fear factor shit, like...
Oh no, I don't want to eat cockroaches.
You know what I think about is eating the cow eyeballs. Why did they do that?
I don't know.
And then they'd be like, it's like crunchy.
That's what I think about with the cockroaches. Like they're literally putting the cockroaches in their mouth, and their legs are still poking out.
See,
did you know Fear Factor is still going on?
No way.
Yeah.
I
I
had no
literally was
idea.
thinking about this like last week and then I looked it up and it's still going on.
Okay, well, I don't
That's
know that
weird.
I want to.
I'm
I'm
not
not
going to do
trying
fear
to.
factor. I'm talking about comfort zones.
Yeah, let's not get crazy,
Let's
guys.
not get crazy.
Let's not get crazy, but do it. Do something. Take that action. Do the thing. Start that
Yeah.
business. You will surprise yourself.
Yep.
So
You will.
do something to surprise yourself. Do something that's uncomfortable. If it scares the shit out of you, do it. If you're not sure
do it.
of which path to take
Do
the
it.
scary one. Yeah, don't be scared.
Always.
Don't be scared.
This is hilarious because I don't know why this kept popping up in my head when I was hanging out with my family on Sunday. Literally the whole day, I was like, face your fears. Like,
No
just
way.
all day, anytime. Well, because like I feel like my stepsisters and my stepmom and my dad, they can all kind of stay in their comfort zone a little bit because they do have fears. And every time, like I was talking about getting a motorcycle and like I want to go fast. Like I want to go fast. And they're like, "Oh my god, that's so scary." And I'm like, "Well, you could just try it. See if you like it. Like just
Yeah.
don't be scared. Just do it.
Don't be scared.
Don't be scared. That's
Do
all."
it.
Yeah.
Do it and let us know what it is.
Do it, do it, do it now.
It's just so easy to get pulled back into one.
I know.
It's so really easy. And that's the thing is like, shit's hard, but you can do hard shit, you know? So do it.
So just do it. We can all do it. If I can do it.
If we can do it.
Oh my God. If I was able to do it, I was like not great back then. If I was able to do it, anybody can do it.
We are
literally
all capable.
Anybody. We're all capable. We can all do it. Let's just all do it. Let's all do it.
Let's all do it. Do the thing.
Just do it.
Once you do that and you do face that stuff, that's when those affirmations are great. That's when
it's kind of like a reassurance of yourself.
Yeah, it's supposed to, those things are supposed to, that's why forcing it doesn't work, because those things are supposed to just continue that integration of the change and like the new way of thinking and rewiring your brain.
Yeah. Let's get to the new way of thinking.
Yes. All right, y'all.
Hashtag growth bites.
Yeah, let us know in the comments. Tag us if you go out and do something that really is out of your comfort zone. Tag us at Growth Bites and let us know. We want to see. We want to hear from you.
Yeah, I know.
And in the meantime, if we go do, stay with us on Instagram as well, or TikTok. I don't even know what we're on. I'm not the social media person in this relationship.
Instagram and TikTok, Growth Bites with a Z.
With a Z. And go out and go take that bite-sized step toward getting out of your comfort zone, and hit us up and let us know, and watch us as well. We probably will be taking some sort of adventure because we got to walk the walk. We can't just talk the talk here, right?
These boots are made for walking.
All right, y'all. That's it for us.
Yay.
Have a good day. Don't be scared.
Don't be scared. Keep taking growth bites.
Bye.
Bye.